Hello, Soul Light. Great to connect with you again. I'm really honored to be able to do these readings for you. And I love that you leave comments, and some of you have been sharing and you've subscribed, and that really means a lot to me. If you happen to be new to the channel, welcome. I'm Michele. So we're going to look at the energies of March. There's a lot of change happening in March energetically. The universal energy flow is changing, as well as the planetary energy. Got Saturn going into Pisces, Jupiter conjuncting Venus in Aries, Chiron in Aries. So there's been some deep dive, some healing energy that's happening. And we have, for a short period of time, I believe 3 months, Pluto in Aquarius. Those of you that listen to my podcast, as well as part of my Patreon Soul Path Journey community, you have heard me talk a lot about when Pluto goes into Aquarius. That's when we're going to have the bigger changes. Huge change. Pluto in Aquarius. And when Saturn goes into Aries, it's a revolution. We have a quiet revolution right now, an evolution that's taking place. More layers and levels of people are awakening. And this collective energy, this universal energy, affects all of us. So what happens in the macrocosm affects the micro, right? As above, as so below, as within, as without. These energies are us. They're the quantum aspect of us, the God source energies. Through these lenses, these different ways of understanding, becoming aware of, managing the energetic flow of the unified field of consciousness. So there is a lot that's going on in March. So much. I think even Pluto, let's see, Mercury, Mercury goes retrograde, I believe it is in April, but there are some aspects to Mercury. I don't quite remember what it was, but I just remember when I glanced, because I like to tune in psychically and open as a channel. And then I also like to keep up with the aspects and see, oh, how are they playing out? So that's probably what you're going to be asking yourself a lot in March, or how are things playing out? Where do I want to put more energy? Where do I want to pull back some energy? You know, what is waning in my life? Where is the energy leaving me, or leaving a situation, a circumstance, or relationship? And where am I gaining energy? So we're going to look at that for March. Also look at the blessings, what's manifesting, and just see what is a little bit out of the ordinary for you that is coming up. I think that's the best way to do it, is to give a heads up. I'm going to pause the video, stop, and you'll be able to get a closer look at the cards. I will show you right now. We've got Soul Story number 1, number 2, and number 3. So, I don't want to mix them up, but I'll stop the video. And as always, I like to just have people connect into their breath and really bring some intentionality to the breath. Focus on your in breath and out breath, and just feel yourself centering more inside. Some people like to close their eyes and then open them and see which card is drawing you. Other people feel a pull in their heart. Some people lean forward. Some people, as I'm talking, they're like, oh, I already knew which one it was for me. Or they know by the thumbnail. Go by what you know. Trust your own inner guidance. All right, pausing, and then we'll get to the soul stories. Hello, soul story number 1. This is your reading. You chose card 13, Death, Rebirth. And I'm definitely getting a lot with you, with a lot of possibilities. There's a lot that's going on in your life. And what you don't see coming is a new opportunity. Now, I don't know if that's, we'll see, is that in relationship? This is the Light Seer Tarot. That's the card that you chose, so that's the deck I'm going to use. And just keep in mind that you've been in this transition, this time of transition and change. And there could have been loss or disappointment. Some things that didn't quite work out, or they completed. You're in a cycle of completion. So there is something new coming in for you. There is new birth, new direction. Specifically, I'm hearing, though, and being shown an opening for opportunities. Look at that, the world. Wow. So something greatly changes for you in March. There is an opening. I feel like you're going to be getting more messages or inspiration or input. You're going to see a way out. There it is, justice. Wow. All so far major arcana. So we've got Scorpio energy. We have Taurus, Scorpio twice. Taurus, Scorpio, Libra. We've got the fixed signs with the world. So that tells you that you have the foundation, the firm foundation to make the changes that you want to make. And then we've got the Four of Cups. And then you've got the Ace of Pentacles. And then we've got the Ace of Cups. Wow. Okay. Let's see, anything else? Wow. And then you've got, I don't think this has ever happened. I was going to stop and then I heard go more. And then you also have the Ace of Wands. Let's keep going. And the Star. Wow. And the Fool. Wow. And I really shuffled these. Okay. So this is big. I knew there was big opportunities. So there's going to be some opportunities for more income, increase in income, doing something that's much more fulfilling for you. There's a wish fulfilled. There's a freedom from something, a certain situation, a person. There's something you're freeing up from to move forward. And it's all set in motion. You don't have to do much of anything. It does show that you might have been bored, or you might be a little bored with your life. But that's because you're in the lull. You're like in the eye of the storm. You know, you're in the lull, the opening, the lull before things pick up. And you've got the Star, you've got the Fool, so you've got Aquarius energy here, you've got Uranus. So you have 5 major arcana out of this reading. You chose the Death, Rebirth card. You've got the Wheel. You've got Justice. And you've got the Fool, you've got the Star. Okay, so I definitely feel this is a confirmation reading for you that there are new beginnings. There's much more passion, much more energy coming up for you in your life. New beginnings financially, some kind of project or opening, or eventually, I don't know if it's going to be in March, but I definitely feel there's some kind of contract or new business venture that's coming for you. Someone's going to offer to help you, or you're going to meet someone, could be out and about, could be at a party even, or something social with the Star energy here that puts you on a new track. They may say, hey, we're looking for someone to do that. We're looking for a writer for this in your area, your genre. We're looking for this. Would you want to do this? Or we're thinking of this. It could be a podcast. It could be someone bringing you on. All I know is March is the beginning, is your personal portal to much more energy, vitality, focus, inspiration, doing more of what you love, and finance. You're gonna start earning a lot more income, a lot more money, a lot more residual income. But March is just the beginning. I feel like the key points for you this year are spring, summer, fall. That is spring, summer, fall, whatever you're doing is setting you up for huge change, turnaround. Some of you, it could be a move, living someplace else, definitely living differently, and definitely leveling up. So whatever this is, you are also finally seen. So some of you get more social media cred, street cred, whatever you want to call it. There's more credibility. You're moving in as your own authority. So I feel a lot of the openings that are happening for you are the potentials, the possibilities, the opportunities you don't yet know. They're being set up by Spirit, by God, The all that is. You have that. You have to just follow your star, follow the light, okay? So you don't know what is all there. A lot of you are still kind of in the letting go or the releasing, and you're very focused on what's in front of you, even though you have a vision or idea of where you want to go or what you want to do. It's the same light that's here that you're now looking at. So you're going to be getting a new direction and a new focus in March. This new direction is led by your higher self, your soul, spirit, your connected, your God connection, your connection into the higher realm of you. And so you might feel a little dreamy, a little sleepy. You might feel like you have a lot of energy, you get a lot done, and then you're tired or you're daydreaming or you're not sure. It's just, you know what? I don't see actually any negatives to this reading. There's nothing. It's all upswing. It's all on the positive. And it is meant to be. You're living your Dharma. With the Justice card there could also be a relationship coming in for you. Now, there could be all kinds of relationships for this soul group. Collegial, collaborative, working better with others, doing more. But also, if you've been looking for a romantic partnership, I'm going to say between March, April, May, into spring, fall, I do feel you meet someone. I feel like you are on the track because you're to a new way of living and being, and it's because you're following your heart connection. You're much more connected to your heart, which when we're connected truly to our heart, not our emotionalism, but our heart, we're guided by something more, something very powerful within us. So I would just say get on ready. If you have downtime right now, that's okay, because things are going to really pick up. I would say by this time next year, you're either in a completely different area, living situation. Those of you that are looking to partner up, to have a partner, it is somebody that is a long-term partner, a very important partner. So probably I would say a life partner. The void, and just for a moment, joy. Now see, this connects you into the void. The death card, the rebirth part. See, you don't know everything that's coming up for you. You are coming into a cycle of joy, a lot of joy. You're coming out of the drudgery. It's your time to shine. It's your time to enjoy yourself more. It's time for love. It's time for whatever it is that you've been dreaming of or wishing of. It is manifesting. And for many of you specifically, it's finance, feeling better in the body, better about your body, healing in the body, feeling better about your living circumstances, work that's much more fulfilling, changes in your work or environment or career that are much more fulfilling. The time to do more of what you want. You have that passion, the drive, the motivation. There are people around you that are motivating you. So you're very inspired, and so you're having much more joy. There's a lot more joy in your life. I feel like things were kind of humdrum, maybe a bit boring, the same old, a lot of movement, a lot of fun. You're coming, the void, all of this newness is coming out of the void. Some of it that it's going to happen, or you had a sneaky suspicion. You've kind of been manifesting things, praying for things. But I feel like there's some opportunities that completely change your life that you had no idea were going to happen. Yeah, what do you think of that? Oh my gosh. Okay, so these are going to be kind of short and to the point. I'm going to do the monthlies shorter and do some other readings longer around them. Just because I kind of take a focus for the month. And a lot of times when I'm reading, I'm seeing things that are way beyond the month. Like this for you is really like a 6-month reading. Dream come true. Your dreams are coming true because you stayed true to your heart's desire. What did I say about the heart? And the heart's desire, there it is. You stayed true to your heart's desire, so now your dreams are coming true. That's it. Stay true to your heart's desire. And that's it. You've been very committed. Let me put this here. Okay, I can't I don't have a little stand. Okay, so your dreams are coming true. I think that's it. That's just what we're going to stop. Your dreams are coming true. Your wildest dreams that are coming true, you know what they are. Health, wealth, relationship, finance, new direction, more fulfilling day, more fulfilling lifestyle, more fulfilling projects. Your dreams are coming true, and they're going to come true through people that you know and some that you don't yet know, or you don't know them well. Like group situations. Be open to going out or meeting new people, because some of these people have the connection, the opening that brings all this abundance, that brings your dreams coming true. There we go. I knew I'd find a place for it to stand up. That's it. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. Just follow that light, that inner light. Follow what sparks you. Your Soul Insights mantra to support you in March is, as I follow my own light, I manifest from my soul what is perfect for me. Or for some of you, I manifest from my soul what is fulfilling for me. Some of you, you really want to be fulfilled. You've been kind of bored. So you're manifesting fulfillment, fulfilling relationship, fulfilling job, fulfilling career, fulfilling place to live. You're starting a whole new 20, 25 year cycle, some of the 20, 22 year cycle. And it starts this month. All right, so let me know how this resonates for you in the comments below. Lots of love and light. Hi, Radiant Light. You pick Soul Story number 2. This is your reading. You got the Empress. I heard you're the god or goddess of your own life. So it's time for you to tap into that God energy, the abundance, the creator being, that you are an innate, intelligent creator. Within you is this creator. You're a creator being. You've got these creator cells within you. You're connected to the innate intelligence of the universes, of God, of all that is, unified field of conscience, whatever. It's time for you to go bigger, live bigger. So March, you're drawing in a lot of abundance. You've got the Empress here. You've got Venus energy here, Libra, Taurus energy. You could have Libra, Taurus placements in your chart. Look for changes around Taurus time, May time. We've got the eclipses happening, and also I would say Libra, Scorpio time. Okay, we have eclipses in it as well. So something's been hidden from you, and you're about to open up and receive it. Now, either a gift is being given to you, some kind of gift, something that you've always wanted, or something that's going to help you or support you on your path, is what I'm hearing. It's interesting because we have the Venus-Jupiter conjunction happening, and I think there was a conjunction, was it Venus-Chiron as well? Anyway, there's a lot of dancing with Chiron and Aries, this deep healing that's happening to the self, or the idea of the self. And now we're getting kissed with Jupiter and Venus. So it is a very powerful time right now for people to really connect into their own identity, their own sense of self, you know, their true sense of self, the genuine sense of self. And you're kind of doing that. You're opening up to a lot. For some of you, it's business. Some of you, it's relationship. There could be a birth of something, a baby, a relationship, a new relationship that's birthing. You're giving birth in many ways to yourself. And for some of you, it's a lot to do with creativity or creative projects, that you either finally have the time or the confidence and time to move forward on your creative ideas. Okay. Having something. There's something you're going to have more of what you want, more of what you need. I think your general needs are met. So this is really that up-leveling, 5 of emotions, kind of releasing from the past. And then we've got the Ace of Inspiration. So this is the Ace of Wands and the 7 emotions. So you're creating, and then the 7 of materials. So we're going to do your reading a little bit differently. So what I'm getting with you is you're releasing a lot of the past, and that's alchemicalizing the energy. You're actually transmuting your own energy and therefore the energy around you. where you've been letting go a lot, maybe grieving or just things of the past. You're focused less and less and less on the past. And what that's doing is bringing you an abundance of direction. That's 7 of emotion or 7 of cups. It's bringing you opportunities. So March is just going to bring you more opportunities. You've got the 7 of materials or the 7 of pentacles, which means you still have to kind of wait and see things to go. You're building something. Didn't I say birth? I said birth here with the Empress. But you're going to have a good idea of where things are going in your life. Where is it picking up? Where is your true interest? All you have to do is follow. It's like follow the yellow brick road, but it's like follow the black and white road. Follow the growth. Follow the growth. So you're going to be resisting less in March. You're going to be more open to where the energy flow is, where you're directed, which is great because that's an important part of manifestation. You know, I always say you don't clear the weeds in the garden yet. So when we're manifesting, when we're drawing in, there's a lot of options. There's wanted and unwanted influences. Not everything that comes our way is what we're meant to take. Especially if you are really a manifestor, then you're amplifying what you manifest. It's okay to say no or give something away, move away from something. You know, saying no doesn't cut off the flow. You know, once you have the flow going, and then you can begin to prune. So you want to let things sprout, right? You want to have sprouts in your garden. You want to have buds blooming before you cut things off. You know, you want to have some overgrowth, and that's where you're going. So you're going to be making definitely some decisions. Oh, you got the Emperor. Now that's very cool. You picked the Empress, but in your reading is the Emperor. So this is the conjunctio, the divine marriage. This is the inner marriage. This is the Holy Grail. The inner masculine and inner feminine perfectly balanced to create on a whole new level, a vibrational frequency that connects in with the soul signature frequency, that connects in to the God is I am that I am. So you're channeling and tuning into some very high vibrational energy. Aries, there could be an Aries around you. You could have Aries prominently in your chart or aspects to a planet in Aries. Or look for changes in Aries. Aries is also about going. It's about mastery. It's about leadership. It's about knowing what you want and what you're about. So, in other words, the inspiration for you, for it to be your inspiration, has to be something you want or you're into. Right? I can watch certain movie, or I don't even watch them really. People sometimes refer me I don't like army movies. I mean, I'm not saying I never watch them, but I don't know. There's so many. No, I'll watch a Star Wars or otherworldly, not necessarily Star Wars, but like Expanse. I don't know if that's on Prime or Netflix or Apple TV, but sci-fi, certain ones I like. If there's going to be a lot of war, or it's like replaying the wars that we had on the earth, no, that does not inspire me. I don't care. I don't even care if people say, oh, they're a hero, or it's about our heroes, or it was good acting. That doesn't inspire me. So March for you is about understanding what inspires you and doing more of that. That's your road. That's your road to manifestation. That's your road. And you can only do it. And to me, this is also reflected in Saturn moving into Pisces. It's like, how do we harness the spirit realm and use it? There's going to be lessons about, and I've always said this on my podcast, I'm going to be posting more of my world predictions because I said we're going to come to a time, and I hadn't looked at the astrology yet. I only have recently, but we're going to come to a time where you're not going to be able to manifest from the ego level. And at some point we won't need the ego because we'll be living in transparency. We'll be living much more transparent, remote viewing, telepathic, we'll be protected because we're connected to source, and we know that we are. We won't deny what we feel or what we sense or we intuit about something, or our own inner knowing. Now, We need the ego. The ego is great. That's where we are in our evolution right now. That's fine. I love the healthy ego. We need that. But we're going to have the sense of self, the sense of identity is going to be the soul and the infinite aspect of us. Now, some people that sounds great. Some people that freaks them out because we're not going to have these roles and identities, and that's what you're going into. And what does that bring you? 4 of materials. Look at that. Something is brewing, something is blossoming in your life. You're coming back alive and you realizing, hey, it's my life. I'm the center of my universe. It doesn't matter if you have children or you have obligations or responsibility or you have family. You have to center yourself. You have to put yourself in the center. And then everything falls into place. Then we have even relationships. We have healthy relationships that are not codependent, right? Hierophant, the learning lesson, the teacher. So that comes under the 5 of emotions. And so the Hierophant is the number 5. And so all the 5s, right? 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, 5 of Cups, 5 of Wands, come out of the learning of the Hierophant. And so you're learning, you're your own master. You have a level of inner mastery right now. And that inner mastery is causing you now to make the better decisions. And death, wow, rebirth. So you're going to a whole new level, whatever it is that you're drawing in, whether relationship, partnership, or this has to do with your personal life and career. There is a renewal process that's taking place that you have wanted for a very, very, very long time. And March is when it begins to take place. You begin to see it. And it moves you into a space of inspiration and a lot of lightness too. Okay, so Spirit is saying, just let them know you have a firm foundation. You have a foundation from what you've been doing. So the changes that you're making are not going to destabilize you, okay? Just gonna take one more card here, maybe 2, maybe. Let's see what you're, ooh, watch your inner dialogue. In order for things around you to change, you must first change your inner dialogue. Well, I think you're doing that. I think that's why things are changing. You're much more hopeful. And here we go. This is where you're going. Freedom of soul expression. You may be holding back from expressing yourself out of fear of losing or upsetting someone around you. Well, that's ending. All this is creating that inner masculine, inner feminine, totally balanced, is about freedom of soul expression, freedom to express yourself, your truth, the deeper understanding of yourself. We're going to do one more. God speaks and you listen. So that's the words you need to hear, the words of encouragement, the words of truth, the words of inner knowing, the words of understanding. The other inner dialogue, you can journal about it. You can acknowledge and say, okay, I hear you doubts. I know you're disappointed. Oh, you're thinking we shouldn't try this again because it's not going to work. I hear you. Now listen to the God speak. And that's going to move you in this new level. And for some of you, this new direction. All right, your Soul Insights mantra for this month is, I am now listening and acting upon what is life-enhancing and life-affirming for me. I am open for more soul expression in my life. Now, those could be one mantra or 2 mantras, however you want to do it, but you are open for much more soul expression in your life. I wish this for you, soul story number 2. However, I see it for you. I see it happening now. Take good care and keep shining bright. Hello, Soul Light. This is soul story number 3, the world. So if you pick the world card, this is your reading. So the world card is like a huge cycle that is changed. Sometimes it's called the universe card in different decks. But I get for you, you're going to be more out there in the world. I feel like March, either it happens just kind of out of the blue, or you start realizing, I want to go out more. I want to travel more. I want to be around people. You could be going to plays or, hear music or, gallery openings, artist showings. I do feel some of you are going to be traveling someplace where you're thinking about making a change of location, and some of you are looking at buying something, a house or leasing. Maybe you bought a new car. There's something that changes your mode of transportation in the world and your focus in the world. So there's a lot of big change for you, I would say this whole year, but something is a catalyst in March for you, okay? So we're going to put this here so you can see it better. And I'm also getting to trust your instincts, trust your inner knowing about business decisions. So some of you could be going back into the workforce, or you're leveling up, you're doing something new, or maybe you have a new position. I am getting a lot to do with work, new position, maybe hiring some new people if you work for yourself, to have support, because you really have a clear vision of what it is that you want to do, where you want to go right now in your life. There is a plan. If it's not yet in place, it's going to be in place in March. Let's see. Golden River. I'm hearing Las Vegas also. Golden River. I don't know what that is. It's interesting that card has a lot to do with like the city. So you could be, again, traveling with someone, driving around, looking around, walking around, or you're finding yourself in a bigger city or wanting to be in a bigger city, or you're going to visit people in a bigger city. There's a lot with travel and moving around. Look at that 5 of Pentacles. So look at that energy. It's like this is out in nature, looking around. And then this, so something shifts. It's going to shift your worldview. It's shifting you from feeling less isolated. Now, this could be a relationship coming in. This could be a person to hang out with, like a kindred spirit to travel with or do something with, or you meet someone when you're traveling or out more. But Spirit wants you need to be out more. The message I'm getting from you vibrationally is about being out more, getting out more. 5 of Wands. And that's putting your stuff out there more in the world also. So you might think it almost feels like starseed energy, or you come here and it's like, what am I doing here? Look at all these people coming and going, cars and, all this hectic stuff. But you're somehow getting back in the game. 8 of Swords, because you're using your magic helpers. You're not doing it all on your own. Well, there it is. Climbing the ladder. I knew it. Yeah, so all I could say is rest when you need to rest. Do what you need to do to support yourself, to nurture yourself. Let others help you, whether that's through barter or energy exchange of some sort, but you are moving forward to a goal that's going to really catapult you. And I feel like and there's the Chariot. What did I say about driving or car? You could be traveling, whether on your own. That's what gets going. So as you get more going, more activated in March. Now, I talked about February energy update. February is the activation month, the beginning of an mid-February. So we have this activation energy actually throughout this year, but it's really emphasized like around the 15th of February. And so definitely into March, March, April. I feel like the summer may slow down a bit, but still the energy, the thrust of energy, the energetic pattern is about activation. Finding our inspiration or our, motivation, or feeling what inspires us, motivates us, and moving forward. So there's going to be a lot more movement. You're going to see a lot more people traveling, boats, planes, it doesn't matter, vehicles, buses, traveling by car. Just going to see a lot more people activating and wanting to get together again and spend more time together and hang out. Knight of Swords, again, another movement. This is on the mental realm. So you may not have all the answers in, you know, March, or what am I doing, where am I going, but you're going to have enough that you take another step on that goal. You take another step forward. And some of you, I literally see you like stepping, elliptical. I see movement. I see exercise, movement. You could join a gym again or go back to the gym. And then we've got the King of Wands. Again, that movement. King of Wands, that's how you're showing up. So the male aspect of fire, of inspiration, getting out, again, out there in the world, meeting with people, putting things together. So that March is a much more active month for you. It might throw you off a little bit. It's pretty active. Let's see. I'm going to look at that Chariot. For some of you, I feel the Chariot is definitely traveling, or you could have renovated something, bought a car, fixed a car. You're moving around more. Okay, Knight of Swords, and then the King of Wands. So I am hearing, like, act on those ideas. Yeah, there you got the Emperor. Wow. Okay. Aries. So towards the end of March, look for something. There could be a trip. Could be traveling somewhere, either with work or to get work, or just take a little time off work and a trip, a short trip. So it could be plane. Most likely it would be car. But it is a shorter trip is what I'm hearing. And 5 of Cups you've got twice. Why are you doing this? The Wheel. Okay, just ups and downs is what I'm hearing. Let's see if we can get any information. That 5 of Cups. You've got the 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. So it's change. You're moving out of the limitation, out of the stagnancy. You're moving forward. And it doesn't happen right all at once. It takes some time. You know, it's a cycle. That's why you got the Wheel. Yeah, 3 of Cups. Feeling better. So a lot more abundance and openings in March for you. I feel there's going to be a little trip that you're going to hang out with someone or just have a nice time. Maybe for some of you, a couple trips. Maybe more towards mid to I would say end of month, 20s on. And it's fate. You're coming out of a cycle. You did nothing wrong. That's what I'm hearing to tell you. I see that psychically. You did nothing wrong. It's just you've been in this cycle. It was Dharma, it was your destiny, but you're coming out of this cycle and moving forward. You're moving upward. And what's interesting, I almost pulled the Wheel of Fortune to be one of the thumbnail cards. And then I put it back but it showed up anyway for you. Cosmic Butterfly, there's the opening, Dance of the Planets. Yeah, it might be a good time to get your chart done or look at your chart if you know it. Look at the cycles that we're in right now. What is happening cyclically? What is the cycle? This cycle, we're overall in the mainstream, I call it mainstream world, or the collective. We are in a 43-7. So the spirit, it's about, you know, being inspired and motivated, and it's about being resolute, being within our correct limits, whether mentally, emotionally, or within our situations and circumstances. But then there are breakthroughs that are happening for people. So the 7 cycle is, you know, you have to receive first the inspiration or insight or the motivation to move forward. It's not about pushing things, but it's definitely about responding in kind. So learning how, that's the responsibility, is to learn how to respond to something to move forward, or to create something or act upon something. So you're definitely coming out of a slump. You're going to feel like a cosmic butterfly. You're going to be dancing more. Some of you literally dancing. You're just going to be opening up more. There's a lot more openness happening for you in March, and some of your goals seem closer. You know, there could be increase financially. You know, there's positive life-affirming things in March that let you know, oh, things are getting better. I feel better. Things are getting better. Things are moving on. Heart opening. Someone you know, it may even be you, is withholding love and creating very emotionally painful experiences for, no, I don't feel that. Maybe in the past. But there is a lot more opening with the heart. There's a lot more opportunity. I think you're coming out of this, holding yourself back. And then divine channel. You are a divine channel. You work with angels and guides to deliver messages that assist others on their spiritual path. Yeah, so I feel like you gave a lot. And so, you could pull back. Look, you're moving from this energy to this energy. Need I say more? Right? You're moving from this energy to this energy. So you can see. So you were isolating or holding back for whatever reason. You know your reason, but that cycle is ending. Okay, there's a reason you were drawn to that card, the World. All right. All right, your Soul Insights mantra for the month to support you on your path is, I am open to the life-affirming and life-enhancing changes that I have set up psychically, which means from a soul level. So a lot of this you've set up, okay? You've been praying to God, you want to know your guides, you come to readings, but you have set this up, your very own higher self. This is stuff that you have wanted to have happen, this activation, this motivation, you have wanted to do this. And so whatever you have been doing has put the dots, in place. Now you're going to be connecting the dots. And for some of you, your Soul Insights mantra is, I move through my portal of change with grace and ease. Oh, I like that one. I may even use that one. All right, well, I know there's grace and ease as you move through these changes. You've gone through a lot. You've isolated, but that's changing. You're not holding yourself back anymore. All right, Soul Light, take good care, and I hope to see you in the next reading.